device he already pulled in 1776. You can't put the veil on twice, buddy. You know?
That's right. You can't put the veil on twice. Not getting away with it this time. Over.
Daniel 7 and 28. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cognitions much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my mind, in my heart.
So yeah, basically summarizing the I should say the run of the saints, the run of the residue. It's going to be a sweet bitter experience. Sweet bitter, if I may say, bittersweet is the same thing, right? And that's what he's saying there. When you see these things, right, it's beautiful, but then you got to go through it. And if you think that you can go through it on your own, you're missing the whole thing.
That's right.
Okay, you're missing what's going on there. We need the fruits of the Spirit. We need that cleansing stream, and it starts with that fire that we get in spirit and in truth, right? And it mentioned earlier on about our lives and our testimonies, man. That's what this thing is about. Testifying week in, week out, right? You get your channels shut down. Whatever it is when present truth, current truth is administered, right? This system and the people that are aligned with it, they come against you. That's part of that bitter stuff. But it says earlier up around the 18th verse or so, we're going to overcome through the blood of the Lamb, in spirit and in truth. Okay, so hey, the greasing is coming. I just want to mention that again. What the greasing is, it's the hour of temptation. Right, so that's what he's going to go into. Hey, it's the same man that the Lord used in the 3rd chapter of the book of Revelation. Well, chapter 2 and 3 about the hour of temptation, and we're in that, rehearsing it. Continue, brother.
That was it.
That was it, right? Okay, so I kind of ran ahead of myself and go to Revelation 2 or Revelation 3 if anybody does have anything else.
What do you want me to go into? What scripture do you want?
No, start at the hour of temptation. Get me that scripture, because that's where basically he went in his lot here and then he came back as John to tell you what is it here in the hereafter. Right? We don't have to go into the judgment, but go into the hour of temptation. Let's look at that.
Alright, so this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Alright, you want to go
Read that again, son?
Sure. It says Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou, this is the words of the Lord, Yahushai. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
This is the word of the Most High's patience. This is ministry. Everything that you go through, everything that you go through on a daily basis, being this truth, is keeping and maintaining your integrity and building your faith, is keeping this word, patience, keeping the patience. For the word patience means to suffer. So this whole thing, this ministry is about suffering. It's also about suffering on a daily basis.
Because the Lord himself, it says he's long-suffering.
That's right.
And these scriptures, when you read it, it's all about suffering and taking your time, man.
That's right. That's right.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
And that's why we suffer. We don't see these buffoons out here. They think we do this for no reason, right? But it's a spiritual thing, right? They're carnal-minded, so they can't get it. We do this so the Most High can keep us from the hour of temptation. These guys don't know what's going on, man. They believe, they don't know that the chip is right around the corner. The chip is right around the corner. So what are they doing to prepare themselves from that hour of temptation? Absolutely nothing. Right?
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world.
All right, let's stop and talk about that, because we know this world, right? We know this pie on this pie chart, this world, right? Israelite world, okay? And the what's it called? What's the other word in Greek for the entire world?
Oikumene?
Oikumene?
Oikumene.
Oikumene?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the oikumene.
Cosmos and
Yeah.
Many, and then Enos.
Yeah, so that's why we talked about probation, or I use the term probation, but the censer is thrown down. It's already thrown down for this world, right? And we talk about the residue, or is the focal point that the Lord is going to push through, right? But it says there the whole world. So this world is being affected, and the four corners being affected.
Yeah, in this context, it's oikomeni.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
So the inhabited earth, the portion of the earth, right? The Roman Empire, all the subjects of the empire.
right.
Everybody that's in here.
Beautiful. That's why I mentioned this censer is already thrown down for this. You ever hear the apostle use the term, it's played out?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know what he's talking about, most of you young guys. It's played out. It's already settled in heaven. So it seems like we're going through a what you call a routine, but it's vital
Rehearsal.
that you go through it, because the spirit is on men, right? Because that rain is falling. So yes, the hour of temptation is here on the whole world. See? Yeah, bring it out.
Jeremiah 30:7 reads, Alas,
Another brother can get, I think it's Ezekiel 7:7.
alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So that's our temptation. The Most High is save the elect men from. Right? Other men who is not deemed as elect. Hey, well, God won't be with you, so I can't say God be with you. God won't be with you.
Destruction will follow you. That's it. That's it, man.
He'll
It's
be-
only about the elect.
No, he'll be with you,
He'll
but
be with you.
with them demons is going to be on you.
That's right. Yeah.
This is back in Revelation 3 and 10. To try them that dwell upon the earth, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man may take your crown.
Hey, that's coming quickly. We need to talk about that.
That's right.
Okay, because you got to go into Thessalonians to understand what is quickly in the twinkling of an eye, right? Or hey, he can visit you tonight, and he's not back here next week,
Yep. That's for sure.
right?
very
And he
true.
promised us, hey, men of the Lord, he, you know, cry and sigh. I mean, when you hear, hey, I like to hear when the apostle says, man, I'm talking to Tahar, he'll say sometimes, I listen to his videos like 2, 3 in the morning, I'm listening. I know he probably just made a fresh one. He says, man, you know, the fear of the Lord came on me. He says, I don't know what's going to happen. Well, you never hear him talk like this. So this is a man of the Lord. So we're men of the Lord here, and the spirit of humility. So the Lord didn't promise us tomorrow or 2 hours from now. So that's what I was talking about when you get visited. Go ahead, sir.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So that's why he said he's going to come quickly. Right?
In other words, a surprise.
Hey, didn't you surprise Daniel, Mishael, Azariah, and Hananiah? Wasn't that a surprise? Did you read it before what they said? No matter what?
Daniel 1 and 2, right?
Yeah. Did you read their testimony? No matter what?
Remind
Even
me.
if they're going to die, even then, we're still going in. And the furnace got 10 times hotter.
That's right.
And then they got a beautiful surprise.
That's right. That's right. Because not a lot of people are actually watching the news or keeping in touch with what's happening. So all the stuff that happened is going to hit them. It's going to hit them like a sack of bricks without them knowing where it came from.
Well, they're still stuck on COVID, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a powerful drug.
Still sucking at that dirty breast milk, man.
That's right.
Of this filth of Babylon. He's drinking that Babylon juice.
Getting drunk.
Getting drunk.
Getting drunk.
Drunk
They're
and
getting
drunk.
wasted.
Yeah.
They're not even getting drunk. They're getting wasted.
Oh, foaming at the mouth and
Yeah.
things, man.
Yeah.
Spiritually foaming at the mouth.
That's right.
That's why these Christians, they're trying to come after us.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Want me to continue reading?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it says that no man take thy crown.
This is your crown. This is our crown. Woman has her crown, is her hair. But we have a spiritual crown, which is this knowledge. Right? And this is what will, take you to the kingdom of heaven, to the upper echelon. Right? If you know how to humble, if the Most High is dealing with you, you can humble yourself. Right? But you can get all the knowledge from this, know this, and that, and that, but you might fall short.
That's right.
Because look at Nate, Gehenna, all of the guys.